Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Dawncaster. The Eclipse expansion just dropped last week, and everybody is going crazy for it in the Dawncaster community. I wanted to highlight my favorite build from the expansion already, which is the Warrior Chef. This whole build revolves around garnishing your cooking and using it to take down your opponent in a variety of different ways. The way the build works is you have this tiny little fork called the Tiny Trident. Use it to stab your opponent, and every time you stab your opponent, you get ingredients. And then you combine the ingredients, and depending which ingredient you use as your garnish, you trigger a different effect. Now, this is actually kind of a semi-complicated build, simply because there's so many different ways you can play it. So I'm not really going to go into this with a set build in mind, but we're going to figure out how it's going to play as we play. So let's take the Tiny Trident. We'll take the Culinary Weapon, which gives us more free ingredients. And then we're going to take Kitchen Raid, which also creates an ingredient. We're going to be playing on Challenging. We're deactivating everything but the Meta Progress and Eclipse, which is the brand new card pack. And we're going to be selecting the maps as we go. Let's see if we can find a good name as well. Hugo the Stout. Oh, that sounds like a guy would be in a kitchen, right? So the Weeping Woods. So let's activate our weapon power. So we start the next battle with a... Oh, this is actually really unfortunate. I was kind of hoping it would let me remove a shield. Guess we could have gotten rid of the health potion and get a new one anyhow. Here we go. Get rid of one shield. Go to all the opportunities first. Push the tree aside, and we get a free rare here. What do we get? Stash of weapons. Stinger Spider. So let's see if I can kind of give a basic rundown of how this cooking stuff works. So there are these ingredient cards. There's different ones. These are the Smoldering Ribs. So they have a one-use effect. So when you use it, you'll inflict this 2 burning. But then all of the ingredients also have these garnish effects. And basically every third ingredient you play counts as garnish. And that will then trigger this additional effect. And these are pretty varied. One of them inflicts deep wounds, one of them heals you, one of them draws cards, one of them gives you energy. There's a lot of different stuff going on here. And the way you get ingredients is your tiny little forks whenever you hit an opponent, and then there's tons of cards that conjure them via a variety of different means. So we'll hit the opponent, we'll get another ingredient here. This is the Unknown Meat. So when we use this, we create another ingredient, and when it's the garnish, it draws a card. So I'll play this one. So create a second ingredient. So create another Smoldering Ribs. And I'll play that. And you can see now how in the middle we have this cooking counter with a 2. And now this one, the other Smoldering Ribs, the rim around it is turned kind of fiery orange. That means if I play this, it'll now trigger the garnish effect, which is to interrupt and trigger your foe's burning. So there you go. Besides putting the food together and then triggering our garnish effects, we're also getting these sated stacks. These are sort of there, I guess, as some kind of combo limiter, because there's quite a few ways to sort of near infinitely just gather ingredients and just go off. So every time you eat an ingredient, you get a stack of sated. And once you hit 10 sated, you get stunned. So it kind of like ends your combo. Of course, there are tons of ways to play around this. You can like make yourself immune to stuns. There are some cards that convert your sated into other things, so into like armor. So you can just keep on comboing. So this basically just adds like another little challenge if you want to like completely pop off with some infinite cooking combo. Let's see. Do not want to fire off the Dark Spire there and get a Malignance in our deck. So let's see. Here are some of the other ingredients. We got the Spicy Acid, which inflicts poison. And if we garnish, we lose all our sated, so we can keep on going and gain potency. So potency is like, it basically, this is a new thing from Eclipse. It's replaced some of the old mechanics that made, for instance, poison deal more damage. And the more potency you have, the more damage your afflictions will deal. So if you have 5 potency, 1 poison will actually deal 6 damage. So 5 more additionally to what it normally does. Then we also have the Salty Femur. When we garnish this, we gain Fortified and we gain armor when we eat it. And the Demon's Tail adds Fury to our deck. And if we garnish, our next action inflicts a critical hit. This is also the only one that costs life, which is actually really good on the warrior because it will trigger your frenzy. So you'll see now we have 2 potencies. The opponent will always take 3 damage from our poison. So the Chef Warrior is sort of the first warrior archetype that can kind of be played as a full affliction build without a lot of direct damage if you want to play it that way. It sort of reminds me of a really strange version of the kind of affliction Hex Knight. It's very, very card intensive as the build goes on, in the sense that you will be spamming through like dozens of ingredients a turn. So if you like that kind of playstyle where you get to play lots and lots of tiny little cards, you'll really enjoy this build. Yeah, roast that piggy. Oh, and the kind of ingredients you get, I'm actually going to take Sanguine Surge. The kinds of ingredients you get from poking your opponents with the tiny trident depends on what kind of like opponent they are. So if they're a demon, you'll get the demon tail. If they're a piggy like this, you'll get the hardy flank. So there is actually, like, you do actually kind of know what you're going to get when you hit the opponent. So I think if you play this build enough, you can actually select what enemy you're going to fight depending on what ingredient you think you might need next. So for instance, if you're low on health, you might try and fight an opponent who is going to drop these hardy flanks because they give you life, right? So I think there's actually a little bit of strategy going on there too. When you conjure ingredients, they're just totally random though. So that's how we're ending up with like demon tails while we're fighting pigs and crows. Serve Taut. So there are a few new stances for the cooking. Serve Taut, Serve Cold. Serve Taut inflicts burning whenever you play an ingredient, and Serve Cold inflicts frozen whenever you do the same. I'm currently of the opinion that Served Cold is the better one, because the amount of burning that Serve Taut applies, at least at the beginning when you can't play too many ingredients in a row, just isn't that much. Whereas Served Cold, even if you're just applying like 3 to 5 frozen to an opponent, that just reduces many opponents' damage to essentially 0, because they just attack with lots of small attacks rather than big substantial ones. So you've essentially just locked your opponent out of playing, or dealing damage to you at the very least. This is also a build that goes really well with the Compassionate Talent, because you're constantly healing in tiny, 1-2 health increments. That extra health from Compassionate is like doubling or adding 50% to all of your healing. So, here is the Deep Wound Garnish ingredient, by the way. So it inflicts bleeding, and then your Garnish inflicts a Deep Wound. So you already see you can go like Afflictions, you can go Deep Wounds, you can pivot mid-fight. This is a build that's like, it's just an entire archetype that's super adaptable, right? So if you end up fighting a boss that has some kind of mechanic that negates the way you've built thus far, just pivot to something else, right? Like if they're out healing and you just can't get through their health, just start applying Deep Wounds. Just like, ignore the basic attacks. So there's always... There's just a lot of diversity within this build, and I think no 2 runs on the chef are really going to play the same. So let's see. We just picked up this before. So this creates an ingredient, and it's one of these cards where whenever we enter a stance, we return it to our hand. So, yeah, I should be able to kill them here. Okay. Don't need that. Don't need that. Survival instincts. So these are all pretty good. The free basic attack is actually kind of nice because if we can find, I think the enchantment is called Master of Arms, and you just get tons of tiny forks and poke your opponent. That's really good. Also, free basic attack means one more ingredient. I mean, anger management is just generically good. Weapon training also just gives us more ingredients. I'm kind of inclined to actually go with anger management. Not super keen on any of these. Fuse the energy. Just level one of these up. There is this one new card. I think it's a Culinary Cutlery. And that is one of the best cooking cards in my opinion. Or at least it's one of my favorites. Especially if you're kind of going with the tiny Trident like build where that's your main source of damage to just forking your opponents. It's so fun to play. Fingers crossed we find that. The devs did change how the card discovery process works. It was Siphoning Strike, yeah. That's always a card I like to take. Especially if we're going to have some Fury in our deck and we can trigger our Frenzy semi-reliably. Not very reliably, but semi. Yes, the devs said that, so the new way the cards are chosen that will be shown to you is that if you have a certain pack activated, you will be shown more cards that are relevant to your build from that pack, as far as I understand. I'm sure the actual wording of the change is worded much more clever than that. But the point... Nope, lucky coins out of nowhere. The point is basically that you should be seeing fewer cards that just have absolutely nothing to do with your build and no synergies. So building anything should be a tiny bit more straightforward now. So our ingredients are persistent, by the way, because of the culinary weapon. If you do not have that, they will vanish at the end of turn. I think if I played one fewer Fury there, I could have just played the Trident instead. Oh well. And she would already be dead. That's a lot of poison, but it doesn't matter. Another serve to another battle broth. Yeah, I'll just take the broth, why not? Campsite. Okay, let's remove some stuff. Let's get rid of this block. Nobody likes that. Let's heal up to pretty much full. And we can also get rid of one of the surges of strength. I like to keep one surge of strength around just in case we run into the axe in the stone opportunity. Because you need to... Pretty sure you need to remove a surge to trigger that one. Rune of Persistence, yeah. So, damn, we're going to be too short to upgrade all our basics here. That was actually something I was hoping we could do. Not that we're necessarily like a basic attack focused deck, but it is nice to have. Anyhow, we'll just stash the gold, keep on pushing. So this is a build that can actually do pretty well in the Grove because you're doing lots of small attacks with the forks, especially if you get Culinary Cutlery. You can just poke your way through their spirit armor. But just showing off a build, I think the Bandits is the way to go. It's probably the most straightforward Canto 3 possible. The Vesperian Mansion is also really good, especially on the higher difficulties. Even though the opponents there hit hard, it's the only the only Canto in the game where you get multiple campfires on the higher difficulties. Nope. Yeah, so we were getting close to 10 sated there. We were already at 8. But you see how you can kind of just like keep on comboing if you get the right ingredients. So by the way, the reason I took this Rune of Persistence is I want to make a Fury card persistent. Okay, I passed too early there. Should have played that last Trident. Gonna Gonna just see if we can draw the one Fury card in our deck. So this is the ingredient that draws cards when you garnish with it. Let's see. Nah, we're just too strong. Can't do what I want to do. Monolith is always good to have. Yeah, just take it. Can always transmute it if it's not living up to its potential. Trying some excellent Vietnamese coffee this morning. Okay, poke. These Crimson Cannoneers are decisively less scary on the lower difficulties because it takes them a full extra turn to charge up their attack. Oh, there's that, but there's no Rune of Persistence. Yeah, of course. We draw the rune off the last anger. The last Fury card. That's always how it goes. Oh, Master of Arms, here we go. So this is the card that I think is so good in this deck. So this combat basic attack deals 0 additional damage, increased by 1 for each basic attack you play. We get this, we get the Cutlery, and then you just kind of like go ham with the forks. So if your ingredients aren't coming together to kill the opponent, you stab them down with the forks. If that isn't working, you deep wound them. You know, there's always something you can do with this build. It's just a really interesting archetype. I'm really excited to see what other people come up with, just because I think there is so much potential and variety. I haven't really tried combining it yet with other card packs, and that's where I think this is really gonna, some really interesting stuff could happen. Because once you start working it in with other archetypes, I think this would be like a really great supporting archetype to another archetype. So you could just go deep wounds and then pick up a few culinary cards to get the what are they called? Spicy leaves? Spike leaves? I'm just trying to get that Rune of Persistence. The reason I'm doing that is so we just permanently have one Fury card in our deck. Blood for blood. And I don't think we have enough cards that cost a lot of energy yet to be worth taking that. So the reason I'm trying to... I'll take 10 damage. That's okay. Is because I have the anger management talent. And it just means that I permanently have a fury in my card that will heal me and do more damage. And fury cards are not a one use. They get shuffled back in if they're not conjured. Just gonna see what we can get here. Oh, Battle Vitality. This is actually a card I like a lot. So Battle Vitality, basically what it does is it just doubles your maximum health during that combat. It doesn't persist. But it's not unique. So if you have multiples or you just draw it again, you can just keep increasing your maximum health. And then if you have Siphoning Strike, this heals you for your maximum health. So this will just heal you for more and more and more. And it's just really funny. It's just really funny. If you can stall out a fight long enough, you can just end with thousands of health. Not necessarily a good play, but it's definitely funny. Nah, not gonna exchange anything here. It's a slight sequencing error at the start there. I should have played the Battle Broth before I went into my stance, so I could have gotten it back again. Just trying to get that. I just want that rune. I think I need to drink one of these healing pots. So after this Canto, I don't think you can get Compassionate anymore, which is kind of why I'm trying to run it down with all the opportunities, just so I can figure out if it's worth keeping around or not. Alchemist, no. Duplicity, no. Aggression, oh, aggression. False life to start combat again, 20% additional temporary maximum. You don't heal for the amount of... I mean, so this is also kind of good because that synergizes with the double your maximum health and also with the other, the Frenzy heal card, but not too interested. So Uncanny Strength or Aggression. Uncanny Strength is like more damage immediately, but Aggression means stacks up more over time, which I think will be more important in the long run. We're seeing a lot of cards there for the new Holy build, the Warrior Holy build, which I've only tried once or twice yet. I haven't quite gotten the hang of it yet, but I think there's something interesting going on there. Yeah. So I'm not going to cast Battle Vitality here because I just don't really need it. So... Oh, by the way, interesting kind of little nombo here. So Aggression says whenever you gain anger, gain an additional stack. Seething Anger says add a Fury card to this card and gain red energy equal to the anger granted by Fury cards. Even though Fury cards will give us 2 anger, it doesn't say so on the Fury card. It's actually the talent giving it to us. So this won't give us, should not give us 2 red. No, it only gives us 1 red. I sometimes play my cards too quickly when I really should just wait half a second to see if it draws. But yeah, the opponent's going to get burnt out here anyhow. So this is something you don't really see too much in the Warrior, right? Like, bleeding, poison, burn, all these afflictions. It's kind of a whole new thing. No soup, this is really good. Gain 1 anger, draw a card, repeat for each level of cooking. And it's got 2 charges, so really good that we took this talent here where we gain additional anger, so we can gain up to 4 anger a turn with that. Alchemist, we want to change this into a Sanguine Scrying. Field Surgery, I'll take the Sanguine Scrying. That being said, I do think we need to focus a little bit more on our sustain here because we're after this level, our sustain options are going to be... Our sustain's going to be less consistent, right? Opponents are already starting to hit harder. I really, really, really wish we could find Served Cold, the frozen stance. I just value that so much higher than I do the flaming one. Damn. Couldn't play the Siphoning Strike there. Okay, Fury. God damn it. So this will grant us permanent Fury cards. Yes. That's something else I always try and do in the Sunforge if I can. Yeah, just kill him. It's so much anger there. Oh, Surf Cold. There it is. There it is. Now we can actually just get rid of Served Hot. I mean, could probably just transmute it as well, but the other thing you can do is kind of bounce back and forth between the two to keep on getting those cards put back to your hand that return to your hand whenever you change a stance. But honestly, I'd rather just be in the one stance and stay there. Maybe it's a bit cowardly, but I know it works. There it is. Again, I should have played the other thing first. I need to get used to that. We'll just heal. The beginning of the game, honestly, I don't think the deep wound ones are too good, at least on the lower difficulties, because you're going to be killing the opponents so quickly anyhow. It becomes a lot better once the opponents become beefier. So with this, we're always trying to get to 2 levels of cooking before we activate it, because once you get to 3 levels of cooking, you trigger it and you lose all the stacks. You know, I'm just going to drink one of these because they're kind of not doing anything anymore. Let's see. Very nice. So that's like classic chef stuff right there. You just kind of keep on shuffling the furies and the ingredients, and eventually the opponent can't take it anymore. So I personally like the merchant for this because there are a few cards that I think are really, really good that we haven't quite found yet. I mean, Warpaint and Battlecry are both really good. Not really cooking specific cards, but they're both very, very good. So I am just going to take them and see if we can find the exact cooking cards that we want just off enemy drops and later merchants. I'll hold that one for later. Because this one draws us a card I don't really want to draw with no energy. If I can avoid it. Let's see. Serve cold. Yes, the opponent's got 5 freezing on them, so they're going to steal our blessing. Oh no, it's an on hit now. Yeah, they changed how that card works, so they're not going to steal our blessing. That's pretty funny. Oh, look at all this anger. Look at all this health. Yeah. Alright, Garvin Greaves. Let's take him down. Should we see if we can try and deep wound him? No deep wounds. I mean, I think we're just going to accidentally kill him first. Yeah. We're just doing too much damage for him. Which I guess is kind of funny. But let's try and get as much health out of this on the way out. So he'll die now in his first action anyhow because of the poison. Yeah. Oh, Big Eater. There we go. So this enchantment, this combat conjure a random ingredient at the start of your turn and you're immune to stun. So that not only stops the sated from mattering, but we're also just immune to stun in general, which is just really good. So Quick Fingers and Crimson Knuckles have both been changed. They're both on-hit effects now, so they're not quite as good as they used to be. I'd say the old Crimson Knuckles was actually downright just disgustingly strong. I'm not actually sure if I want it here, though. I'm kind of wondering if the Ill-Gotten Gains might not just be better. Do we get rid of something here? I'm not too sure about the Seething Anger at the moment, actually. I'm just going to get rid of it. I feel like it's not doing too much for us. This is definitely a slightly over-encumbered version of the build. I'm just kind of trying to include all the new cards so we can play them all. So let's see. I mean, Lust for Battle is great. Barbarism's great. Grimoire of Taste is good. The problem is that the thing that it gives us, Big Eater, we already have. So that's not as interesting. I'm just going to refresh. Okay, the last selection was a lot better. I'm just not going to take anything. Whoops. I'm not gonna upgrade the basics. I think at this point we can just get the damage where we need it to be with the Fury and the Master at Arms. I've definitely done runs where I've just tried to upgrade the crap out of the tiny tridents. And that just becomes your main source of damage. Oh, what can we get? Sanctifier? I mean, it's not so bad. Do we want to become a vampire? I mean, if we afflict bleeding, this could actually sustain us. You know what? I'll take it. Let's heal. Kind of want to convert that greed before I fight too long here. Because between all the poison that they deal and everything, I'm going to be gaining a lot less life than I'd like to. So the bleeding on this Garnish Sharp Leaves now becomes a lot more relevant to us because of the Vampirism card we just picked up. See. So we can life drain there for a healthy amount. Just stab him with the tiny fork. I do like the mental image of us trying to shank him with the fork. We have 2 greeds now. Where do we actually get the second one? I'm not even sure I noticed that happening. Just another Sanguine Scrying is totally fine though. I'm just going to go ahead and remove the other one because that's going to be a huge annoyance if we don't deal with it now. So 2 stacks of cooking, use this, keep on drawing. I'm very much looking forward to when we level up next and get our 3rd point of energy, because I'm consistently feeling like we're just a point of energy short to really do what we want to do. See. Yeah, there we go. Just one little poker. Wandering Slime, do we just go for it? I like to level up and get as much stuff as I can before you go to the slime. Just such a scary fight if you do it wrong. So here we want to build up a little bit before we commit. Yeah, so fire. We can inflict some burning to the Stray Light. just to get their health low, so it's easier to kill them before they reset themselves with the ethereal. Double our max health there. So by the way, that wasn't us taking damage, that was us increasing our maximum health. It just doesn't heal you when it doubles it. So you can see we now temporarily have 210 maximum health. So if I manage to trigger my frenzy here, we can go way over what our actual maximum is. What this means is we'll just start our next fight with our total possible maximum health of our actual health. Oh, okay. Very good, very good. Siphoning Strike, easy choice. Yeah, the Shrine just converts the energy into blood. And this card triggers a Frenzy, so now it basically just triggers itself because the Frenzy gets applied the second you pay for the cost. So that thing will just always heal us now for, like, essentially free. Alright, start building up those Masters of Arm stacks. Let's see. Just gonna see what we can find here. I mean, we can make them bleed. Let's do that. So deep wounds is still useful even if you're not trying to outright kill your opponent with it. Mainly because it applies bleeding at the beginning of turn, which triggers stuff that has like bloodlust. Like the vampire thing we picked up earlier. So I'm actually just gonna try and make this guy burn and give ourselves some potency. This way he should be quite a bit lower. Yeah, so it's already a third of his health gone. Now we should just be able to kill him. Yeah, easy. So just go straight for the greater strength. Not much point in thinking about that. Still not going to the slime, doing everything else first. Something we want to transform. Is there a card here that's just not really been pulling its weight? I feel like one of these battle broths could probably go. Where'd they go? Very top. Yeah, Battle Vigor is way more interesting. Gives us guaranteed fury triggers, draws us cards. So one ingredient, play this, double that. Yeah, nice. That was a pretty good start. Now we just have a huge health pool, so I'm not really scared of this enemy at all. Not that I honestly was before, but I'm also just going to use this health pot. This isn't going to do anything for us anymore. The health pot's main purpose, in my opinion, is just to give it to the dying deer to get compassionate. Alternatively, you can get the hidden pouch, where you have sleight of hand, and you can just kind of keep on recurring it. It's also absolutely broken, but if you're just playing a pretty straightforward build like ours, once you can't get compassionate anymore, I just tend to drink it or transmute it or whatever, just so it's not sitting around. Body of Steel, brilliant. Classic warrior cards. Pull the axe free. Oh, here we go. So this is why we kept that Surge of Strength. We got the Hellforge axe. The question is, do we keep it or give it away? I think we kind of have to keep it. Because we took anger management. So let's see. I want some ingredients. So this will trigger harder. Play that. Nice. Got a surge. Nothing that draws us anything though. So this opponent's undead, so he can bleed, which is a bit of a shame. I'm feeling pretty strong right now. So just play this, yeah. So this will reflect his damage back to him now. Just to get those Furies shuffled in. Yeah, and we poke him down. Very nice. Sunder armor is pretty good. Yeah, why not? The way I like to think of Sunder armor is it kind of, by applying vulnerable, it's sort of just stacking more fury, right? We're just doing more damage in a roundabout way. So our opponent has started with 2 defensive cards, which are both going to heal him. So doing damage isn't going to do too much here. But we did get to get served cold running and a little bit of anger, so still good. Yeah. So he'll hit us now and get it reflected with the barrier. Yeah. So this dazed we can ignore because we're immune to stunned if we find Big Eater. I actually just noticed we do not have it on us yet, so ignore my hubris. Damn. I don't actually think we're going to get it. So I'm just going to do that, yeah. Ouch. So now we have Big Eater. So I kind of don't want to kill this opponent right now because I'm sort of hoping I can trigger. So they're going to hit me. They're going to kill themselves anyway because they're reflect. Might as well just kill them now because I kind of want to heal off the frenzy thing one more time. We don't really have anything that interrupts at the moment. Though we could take Clobber and Court of Combat together. Chef's Kiss. Okay, that's a classic. This is really good. This is kind of more the affliction side of the thing. So this combo inflicts Stagger and Charm equal to your sated whenever you play an ingredient. So the more sated you get, the more this will do. Really, really strong. If you're going pure affliction, this is really good because it does both charmed and staggered. If you're going damaged, you can kind of ignore the charm, but the staggered will still be relevant. So at the moment, I think our build is getting a little bit over encumbered by enchantments and things that don't really generate any kind of energy or draw us cards. And we have all these like big clunky setup pieces that basically means we do one thing and then just pass the turn. But I would kind of like to slim it down a little bit. So this is actually a really good fight because what I think we can do here, because this opponent just keeps on resetting their health, right, is we can just stay in this fight and we should be able to heal back up to full if we play it right. So if I just do this, the Eater. Yeah, okay. Problem is we don't want to actually kill the opponent right now. Yeah, this is what we want. So yeah, we can double our health again. So now we have trillions of health, and this will heal us now for quite a bit. Yeah, so we're just trying to leave this combat with more health than we came into it. Maybe now is actually a good cutoff point if that's what we're trying to do. Because we'll take brain pain. Yeah, let's just kill them now. So we're leaving with like 30 more health than we came in with, which I think is a win. So many good cards at once, huh? I'm actually going to ignore Chef's Kiss for now. Yeah, we just have too many enchantments there to play all at once. This game does punish you a little bit for being greedy, that's for sure. Let's see, one more ingredients. This triggers twice. Can we get the health doubling card before I cast this Siphoning Strike? Not by the looks of it. Oh, one more draw. I mean, pop off, right? Oh, there it is. We don't have the energy for it, but the opponent would kill themselves on our reflect anyhow. Oh, no, if they have impervious, I guess. Alright, let's heal up these Furies. Then I think if we just Trident and then Hellforge, they should be dead, yeah. Bulgar. So, part of me is thinking I just keep on actually improving the tiny Tridents. Okay, go Festering Shambler, then we're going to visit a campfire to reset the Noxious Fog, and then we can go fight Bulgar. I think that's the best way to go about this right now. Oh, damn. I forgot we didn't have Big Eater up yet. Doesn't matter anyhow. The opponent's just going to heal here twice at full health. Should have played one more Fury there before I did that. Tiny Trident. Okay, campsite. Heal. Bulgar. Yeah, the Charmed from Chef's Kiss is not going to be doing much for us here because we're dealing quite a bit of direct damage. But the Stagger is very nice to have for sure. Ouch, ouch, ouch. We're on 2 cooking, so cast this. Cast this. Let's get more ingredients. Yeah, he's not dealing too much damage to us anymore because he's so frozen. That's where the Served Cold comes in so clutch. Nothing too interesting here, but we get to recruit him, which is amazing because that means he can start imbuing stuff for us soon. Okay, now the scariest fight in the entire game, Wandering Slime. Yeah, the Wandering Slime trick is you never want to leave him at an even life total at the end of turn, right? That's how it works. So... how much does this do? 8. I feel like at the moment everything is doing an even amount, which is kind of unsettling. Yeah, okay, that sort of sucks. Okay, so he's gonna hit us big soon. Oh my god, why is this all dealing even amounts of damage? This is so bad. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. 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 You know what? No matter what difficulty I'm playing, this fight always makes me a little bit sweaty. Okay. Good, 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 good. Okay, Darksteel plating. We don't have Lionheart or anything, so that's not that great. Not really an armor build. I mean, it would help, I guess, a bit with the defenses from the ingredients. I mean, False Life, I'm actually starting to think if that's not the way to go. Strong arms. I mean, we are playing lots of basics, aren't we? No. Ah, damn. Yeah, I think card draw is just better than anything there. So where should we go? If we want the Succubus, we go via the Amber Mines. It's probably the most straightforward thing here. They'll just give us more talents. Go for the first strike enemy first. Okay, 1 cooking, 2 cooking, play no soup. Play that for the poison. Let's draw some more. There we go, that's very good. I can play this. Critical hit, heal. Okay, now we should be able to kill them before they hit us. Gonna play all these just to heal up a bit before we pass. Kind of no point in not doing it. Yeah. Kitchen raid, nah. So I think I just want to imbue Chef's Kiss because it's quite expensive to play. In general, my thinking is you usually want to imbue the stuff that is cost the most energy. It's not always correct, but I guess that's how I usually think about it. Because if you have like a 3 energy enchantment, wouldn't you rather just have it for free? The other stuff you can just draw naturally, unless it's like a critical build piece. These slowed enemies really are a pain in the ass. Yeah, damn. It's a lot harder to combo when all your supposedly free cards cost energy. Kind of want to life drain on this guy one more time. Bit scared though. How much damage they might do to me here. That should be fine. this is going to heal me for 84. Very nice. Yes, there you see the healing power of max health based healing combined with doubling your max health every turn. Didn't get any bleeding on him, so Vampirism won't do anything. I'm actually not sure how good that Vampirism card has been for us in the end. Cooking 2, so we play this. I've already got Serve Cold, so I'll play this. This, Cooking 2, so I'll play that. I'm just looking for the big fork. Boom. I'll just smash it. Ooh, another red shrine. That's good. That's good. Chop him up. That's a really good card. Small chance though that we're going to be able to find one from that's pre-upgraded. So I'm actually going to pass on it for now because that's a card that gets way better if it's already been upgraded. So Imbue. I mean, so many of these are really good. I guess, I mean, Body of Steel is almost the best one though, isn't it? Oh, they're all just so good. I think I'll just take Chef's Kiss because it's the most expensive one. It's always the problem with imbuing stuff, isn't it? It's hard to decide. I just remembered we actually can't recruit the Succubus because we're playing a triple red energy build. And that's how that goes. Yeah, you can't get the Succubus if you do not have non-red energy. I'll just make the Hellforged Axe free. Yeah. That makes the most amount of sense to me. So yeah, if we kill this Amber Elemental quickly enough, we can get pre-upgraded cards. And then we can get that thing that strikes 3 times and gives us a bunch of ingredients, hopefully. I'm already feeling a big difference now that our cards, one is imbued, the axe is free. It just makes the, like, free cards make your build just the strength go up exponentially. It's so good. The small health trade-off is so worth it. Do this to get 2 anger. We have still not found the Cutlery card yet. That's a bit of a shame. Oh, we found the Holy Mackerel. Not that relevant to us. I think that's for the new Holy Warrior build. Yeah, there we go. See, free cards just keep on going. I mean, Bunker Down is actually not that bad. I mean, it gives us fortified armor, but choice cut, nah. I mean, we could have taken one of those there and just transmuted it because upgrades persist through transmuting. So it would have been the worst choice. Let's play this ingredient. Another ones this triggers for the maximum amount. Nice. Yeah, see, this has made such a big difference. This whole build feels so different now that we can just play cards for free. We can draw through our deck. This is just an entirely different ballgame now. I love those Shrines of Misery. I used to think the shrine of the copy shrine was the best one, but I think on the surface of it, the cursed one is better. That makes your cards free, because if you don't have anything good to copy, the other card kind of sucks, but there's always something in your deck that'll benefit from being free. Yeah, just die here. The Charm and the Stagger coming in. There we go, so pre-upgraded, chop them up. Told you we'd find it. Yeah, why not? Oops, I clicked on the wrong option there. Ooh, yeah, let's deal, come on. I mean, Big Eater, we could just get it imbued here and just transmute the one in our deck. I think that makes sense to me. The other cards aren't that interesting. Doesn't mean we have a dead card in our deck now until we remove it, though. So this is essentially... Yeah, the more I play this deck, the more I think about it. It's sort of like... It's like a weird combo deck, isn't it? Battle Mending actually pretty good, because we do pay a lot of life to get through all of our stuff. Now if we can copy Sanguine Scrying a few more times... I'm gonna just upgrade the Chop 'em Up, because this basically counts as 3 upgrades. Because it hits 3 times. Warrior, you always go right, take the Amber, put in your pocket, go forward, force your way through, break. Just a tiny little bit of gold free. Just a tiny little bit. If you have Troven's Blessing there, that'll also give you a full heal, because that'll heal you equal to the amount of gold you pick up. Yeah, we're gonna get brittled here a little bit, but it's not a big deal. I could have played one more ingredient there. So let's heal that. Let's get some ingredients. Yeah, this guy will knock himself out if he dares to attack. So I don't know if you're paying attention, but the Frozen from Served Cold has been playing such a big role this whole time. The amount of damage it's probably mitigated is just insane. Sick. Okay. So Deep Roast would be a good argument to play the Served Hot rather than Served Cold, because you gain potency and your afflictions do more and more damage. It's not a bad card to take either way. Headhunter, I mean, more gold is never bad. God, so we'd have to do, I mean, it's still probably good. You know, I've never taken it before. I'm just going to take it now. This isn't really the kind of build where we're focusing on that exactly. But it is still very good. So even though we can't get the Succubus, we can still do this and get the free Bloodlust thing. So we get that free Berserker talent. So if you go low, you start doing more and more damage. So let's see. This tends to be a pretty slow fight. So I think we can safely double our health and heal up a little bit here. Oh, here's the, yeah, see, here's the potency we're now getting from that new talent, because these guys inflict burning. Unfortunately, our on-hit effects, like these tridents, aren't going to trigger against Viola because she has that charmed shield. Viola's actually really, really brutal against builds that rely a lot on on-hit effects, because until you get through her shield, none of them count as on-hit. Well, actually, we could just get this, and then if we do this, this, and this, we can get through her charmed, yeah. Yes, now we're just applying a bunch of staggered as well. Oh, that was the end of our combo. So let's do that. I think this chop him up should just kill her here, actually. Eat one more ingredient, gain some more anger. Double my life again. If I pass now, I'll probably just gain a shit ton of life, right? Oh, only 30. That was from the battle mending. Lol. Nothing we want here. So, vanquish the demon. Explore the mines some more. Oh, we actually left an enemy behind. What you doing? Out there all on your own. Probably saw what happened to all his friends. Yeah. We got half his health down before he started applying this annoying slow stuff. Cool. There we go. That was a lot easier than the first time around. Nothing good here for us. Campsite. Is there actually something we want to remove? See an argument for getting rid of vampirism. Oh yeah, Big Eater. But actually we don't want to remove that. We want to transmute that. Almost forgot. That's just been dead in our hand now. Food fight. Another battle vitality. I mean, that's pretty funny. Elite weaponry. We could get the scythe, which is a great card. But yeah, I'll take food fight because that combos really, really, really well with Fury cards because they deal damage to you, right? That one generates free ingredients whenever you take damage during your turn. Oh yeah, that counts as a basic attack. Almost forgot. Oh, is it then actually worth upgrading my basics and not chop them up? Damn, I actually think my basics might be overall better then. Questions, questions, questions. There's always so much going on in this game, isn't there? It's hard to wrap your head around sometimes. Yeah, so this is actually a basic attack. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Let's get some burning going. Let's get some potency going. Let's get some anger going. Let's draw some more cards. I really like this potency change that they made. Because before, the only affliction you could really modify was poison. But it always felt a little bit sluggish to do, if I'm honest. Oh, okay. So yeah, Savagery is actually really good. Because that will supply us with enough energy to just whirl right through our deck. Yeah, I'm actually going to take Savagery, because that should give us near infinite healing. Fuck. I don't really want to get rid of any of these, but I'll get rid of Battle Mending. I should have saved a bit more gold before I went here, but we are here nonetheless. Lust for Battle, I mean, it's not bad. That's not amazing either. I'll just take another Battle Cry. Yeah. Oh, very good. What do we make free? So many good cards. Let's make the offensive cards free. So we have paid so much maximum health to make stuff cheap and free so far. Let's get Serve Cold. That'll be good for us in the long run. We've probably lost like 30 or 35 maximum health just paying for stuff. Maybe we overdid it a tiny bit, but it is pretty fun. Okay, ingredients, draw. Master Arms that. I'll poison you. Poison you again. Yeah, so they're just doing 0 damage there because of all the frozen. Low-key, such a good card. Don't even know if it's low-key. I think it's actually pretty damn obvious why it's so good. Yes. Also, get more of these Sanguine Surges. So let's see, we just need to deal 10 damage for a Crushing Blow. So we do that, gain 2 anger. These will be dealing more than 10. So they basically are free. Get some more potency. That'll gain us more. Just heal here. And I'm just gonna go for more ingredients actually. I'm loving this right now. Oh, yeah, the Seda doesn't do anything to us. We're immune to stuns. I mean, this opponent is like way past dead. Belly Womp, pretty good card, but I think we're actually doing pretty fine right now. Keep on going. Just keep on going. Yeah, this is where this build feels so good. Where you get onto like one card in hand, and then you just pull it all out again. Savagery is so good. So, let's see. Let's actually play this in between. Draw some more cards, gain some more surges, gain some more ingredients, should give us more. But this will draw us more cards. Alright, dead on upkeep. So sick. So I think we should be good for mostly like turn 1 and turn 2 kills here. But let's see. Yeah, we're frozen actually. Okay, our opponent did to us what we've been doing to them the whole time. So we weren't able to get our crushing strikes going there because of the frozen. Now we have to play an honest game of Dawncaster instead. Very sad. Let's chop this guy up. Let's make this do a critical hit. Let's draw. Yeah, whatever. Do whatever you think you can. There you go, very impressive. Okay. Make all our all our basic attacks free. Melee attacks and stagger. Not really interested in that. I think we're fine for energy. I think brute force just as another approach to damage is probably the best thing here. Let's see. What can we draw into here? Okay, that. Let's get some more energy for sure. Do that, poison, that, poison, that, and I'll keep this poison for a moment. Oh, dealing 0 damage because you're so frozen. It's so sad. I mean, this is just gonna make us frozen anyhow. So while I can't do, or at least very effectively do much direct damage to him right now, I can still keep on afflicting him. So, trying to see if we can get another affliction going here. There we go. So that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Didn't even have to let him finish it, whatever. Alchemist. Oh wait, I didn't want to go there. I just kind of said her name and then clicked on her instinctively. No, actually, whatever. I guess we could get rid of that. The Surge of Strength at this point. It's not doing anything too impressive. So again, I'm going to trigger this. So that's 1 cooking. That's 2 cooking. We play this. Hellfire Axe. Hit 3 times. Also, don't forget, we're now applying Stagger for all our melee hits because of brute force. So we have another win conditions. Yeah, if I pass here, it just dies. I mean, Barbarism is another great card to have, but I think we already have enough enchantments that we're never going to imbue. Do we just get rid of the Surge of Strength here at the Frozen Pyre? Just to get rid of the Frozen? I think so. So we just don't need it anymore, do we? Let's say this for the ingredients. So we can go hit, gain energy. So that for the energy. That for the potency and the burn. Get some more ingredients. Draw some more. So many different win conditions there. Frozen Heart. We enter the cave. How's it work again? A tiny opening. Yes, so we jump. We can do that. We can smash the ice. Reach into the chest. Yay, we get the Frozen Heart. Take the right tunnel. Help the cub. Gives us 50 golds. And kill Hildoon. Hadn't triggered Frenzy there yet, so didn't draw me any cards. I mean, this is just out of control. Like, what's even going on? You know, I'm not even gonna look. I'm just gonna spam all the ingredients. Probably kill her. Nice. So as you can see, this is probably a build you could take into a higher difficulty. We're probably underselling it a little bit here. Staying on challenging rather than going to harder impossible. I think the trickiest thing with this build is probably the 5th Canto. Which I actually have to say for most impossible runs, the 5th Canto is usually where you figure out if you're going to survive the whole thing or not. Yeah, this guy makes us frozen. Doesn't really matter. We're just going to keep on stacking this potency. I do not care about his heal at all. Because once we finally do enough damage, we'll just blow through his entire health pool in one go. Just going to stack all this good stuff up. Yeah, why not double our life? Yeah, not so fast. I mean, I won't be surprised if we actually do just end up playing like 200 separate actions here. Heal. Fury. Oh, just keep on going, I guess. Burn. Yeah, nice. I took my good card. Oh yeah, and also Maki is sending us those, isn't she? It's not even an on-hit, right? Yeah, it just dispels a blessing either way. We'll actually play this now just to shuffle more Fury cards in. The next turn, I think we can probably just take him down. Let's see. This. Fire. This. Potency. This. Potency. Yeah, he's pretty dead. Take a sharpening stone. Might as well upgrade something for free. We get our Aurora Prism. You know what? Just for the fun of it, let's go to the Obsidian Garden. No real reason why we're going here rather than anywhere else. It's just something fun to do. Oh yeah, small trick here. Fight the Obsidian statue before you fight any other enemies if possible, because that way he doesn't get the spores. Yeah, damn, he has the melee shield, right? That's the red one. Yeah, well, we can still do all the stuff that's not on hit, but the next turn we can start taking him down. So see, this is great. Even though we're not doing any melee damage, we have all of this affliction backup damage. So if kind of one strategy isn't working as the cook, you just pivot. Yeah, let's just do some afflicting. I'll keep that critical hit for later. So they're immune to melee damage again. So there's no point really coming out with those. But we can still stack tons of afflictions. That's it. Oh yeah, we can still do damage to him equal to less than his anger. If we just pass now, his stagger will kill him anyhow. Yeah, great melee ward. Didn't really do much for you there, did it? Yes, go straight to the enchanter. So what do we imbue? I think Body of Steel is probably just the safest bet. rather get snared here. The reason I take that over the other ones is we're already drawing cards like crazy and we're triggering Frenzy. So the red buff guy thing isn't as relevant anymore as it was earlier in the game. Okay, health for Jax. Oh damn, had evade, didn't even notice. Poke him with the forks. Nice. Let's go for the Venus Man Trap. Oh, we actually bricked on energy that earlier. Yeah, I should have played that differently. I kind of thought we just had more energy. The Aurora Prism, I guess, costs 2, huh? I was underestimate that. How expensive that's actually going to end up being. Because this should... That will gain us some... Should we actually try and Deep Wounds one of these guys? Let's see if we can... No Deep Wounds so far. There we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I mean, 1, 2, 3. Just draw through it. 1, 2. Yeah, whatever. I feel like we might accidentally kill them before we get to the 5th. Okay. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, we just need 2 other ingredients. 1. Hello? Oh. Evasion. What? Aha, okay, Deep Wounds. Nice. I mean, Concoct card could be interesting to add to something. No. Trovan's Blessing, I mean, that's fine. We're not really interrupting subjections, not interesting. Concoct card. So what is a persistent, reliable fire cast, memorized ore chain. I mean, I feel like Trovan's Blessing is definitely the smart choice. But let's play Concoct card. I haven't actually used it yet. I feel like this is actually really good. So it's memorized now. Okay. Oh, important discount. That's pretty handy. Can have another look at all the free cards, see if there's... Because there's still 1 or 2 chef cards we haven't seen yet that I think are pretty good. We never saw the Culinary thing, which I was really, really hoping we'd see. Because that is super strong if you're trying to do some kind of auto attack based build. Auto attack, basic attack. Okay, I thought I had more energy there. Game was just catching up. I click a bit too fast. Okay, let's play that. That'll heal us for a bunch. Draw through here. Get the potency going. Get more potency going. And let's make a critical hit out of this one. I think the opponent's already dead to the stagger. Served hot. I think served cold is just the safer bet. Upgrade a card. I'll upgrade a single card. I'll definitely do this one. Upgrade a basic attack. I don't know if that's lucky or if it just defaults to your highest value basic attack when it upgrades them like that. But it's got the Hellforge Axe twice this round. Not complaining. Don't get me wrong. I was kind of hoping we'd get another critical hit one there. Could maybe just kill them with the stagger. Black Root Giant. Yeah, this guy can be a little bit scary because he does damage based on his maximum health. So I do actually want to get him like at least a little bit low if we can. Yeah, that should be fine. He won't do too much damage now. Well, he played his defensive ability anyhow. I think we might have actually interrupted him somewhere in there. I keep on forgetting. I think we do have one card that interrupts. I mean, he'll die now anyhow to the stagger, won't he? I don't think he's getting out of this one. Yeah, just die. Might as well take them all down. I think we already have triggered all 4 spores. That. Let's play this before we heal ourselves. Remove some of your armor. Cook. Play this for maximum anger. Yes, 3 ingredients, please. Let's burn. Sucks to be you. Do we have bleeding on them yet? No, I'd kind of like the bleeding on those so we could heal one more time. Okay, there we go. But they do have evasion, so if I play this, then there we go. We'll go back up to full health before we exit the combat. Shrine. Upgraded card. This one. And now we can actually just check this as well for buying cards. Is there anything here that we still want? I mean, Lust for Battle is very good. I'm actually going to take a Battle Mending again. I probably shouldn't have got rid of that earlier. Lust for Battle is also just really good. Especially when we're drawing cards like crazy as we are here. The Alchemist, I'm just going to go and not use her. There's nothing I want to transmute right now. And we're getting pretty close to the end here. So if I have a choice between those 3, I should play this first. I'd rather go see her. Just so strong. So strong. I mean, our opponent now has 43 anger, so that's a bit concerning. Let's think this through. Yes, they have enough stagger to die already, but I'm not going to take any chances. I'm just going to do as much as I can. Don't want to get hit by that 44 anger. Let's go to Blacksmith first. Let's upgrade all our basics. Trigger this. Actually going to go to the campsite. This is probably a bit greedy, because it might be better to have later just in case we are unexpectedly taking more damage than we think we will. But that should be okay. Because that was the last campfire we're going to see before we fight Baylor. Or definitely go for Baylor here. I mean, I think this could actually take down Rathel as well. Alright, we're still going to try and get as many ingredients out of this as we can. Yeah, just get a bunch of afflictions on him. So we've got Big Eater imbued now, so this Dazed will not stun us. Okay, we will not make that same mistake that we did earlier. No soup, huh? But if I play this, I get max anger here. Give you that. Get some ingredients. Get that. Get that. Get that. Draw some more cards. Poison ya. Poison ya. Burn ya. Draw. Draw. Poison ya. And... that's pretty low. Dead. So, Seething Anger, our Fury cards will still only give us 1 Fury. However, if we manage to play... where is it? Lust for Battle, then they probably will grant more. Just don't know if it's worth it. No. Don't trick me into fighting Wrathale, please. Okay, so this is still quite a scary fight for us. It's glitched out. So you just need to, if this ever happens to you, by the way, where it kind of like freezes out like that, you just go back to the main menu and hit continue. It'll load you back into where you were. So the thing is, we have a few imbues here and stuff. And Wrathale does have that attack that does more damage depending on the amount of like imbues and stuff you have. So that is something I want to look out for a little bit here. That being said, he is very frozen. Yeah, he's probably doing any damage to us. As long as we just keep him frozen like that, I think we're good. Okay, let's do this sequencing a bit more carefully than we have been up until now. I've been kind of just shooting through everything. So we got max anger from that. Gonna apply vulnerable. Get as much anger as we can. Hit 3 times. Next hit is a crit. I'll double our life, and then I'll do that. Do that. Next hit is a crit. Oh no, now the next hit is a crit. Next hit is a crit. And dead on upkeep to stagger. And that's how easy it is. Nice. So that was the new Chef build from the Eclipse card expansion in action. Showing one way to play it. Again, I think this thing is super versatile. You can play it with Burning Poison, Bleeding Afflictions, Stagger Charm, just go full affliction. You can go Deep Wound Focus. You can do what I did, which was a bit more of a traditional warrior hybrid build with good Fury cards. You can mix all of them together as you want. You could, I think, even try using just a tiny little bit of cooking and ingredients mixed into other builds just to give them, you know, get those free critical hits and Fury cards from the Demon's Tales, for instance. But yeah, as you saw, it's just a super versatile, super cool build. I'm really happy they add this to the game because this just gives the warrior an archetype that's really unlike any of their other ones, because most of their other ones are pretty much just it's very straightforward, just damage to the face, whereas this one really has potential to be played as a more sitting back controlling kind of build, and I think that's really cool. So please enjoy this, and good luck out there fighting Dante on your own. Have a good day.